Hey, how are you doing? I said, how are you doing? Hey people, wagwan, yo, what's good? Yo, hey. My name is C-Po and I am here live at Poetry Jam with you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Oh my goodness, we have an incredible lineup that I know that you are looking forward to. I mean, we have people who've sent in videos from all over the UK. Are you serious? We have an incredible lineup coming up. I know you're looking forward to it. I know you've got your snacks, you've got your drinks. You might need a notepad just to make notes of all of those incredible inspirations. But anyway, just to give you a little bit of an insight about what you've got looking forward to, we've got a bit of videos just for you to check out. So sit back, relax, and have a look at what is coming up. I'll see you again soon.
Father Days. Another day, another replay of your death. Punch 1460 has landed and I don't feel a thing. I know that I love you, but half of my heart no longer bleeds because the need is gone. Upon departure, you took the dawn. Lights out. I shout internally, 4 years is an eternity. The storm is the norm and I see no end nor a rainbow bend above me. You said you loved me at the end of each call. Now I don't recollect the last time I heard you tell me. Punch 1461. And by the way, June hates me because every year I forget its third Sunday and demand it repeals the seventh day, but it arrives anyway, like an unwanted guest or death itself. So I stumble each 24 hours with power only to lie in the darkness of my bed where the new summer sun can't find or comfort me, and I refrain from burdening those children and their families, celebrating fathers while I mourn mine and wonder how long before my flesh falls from me, that our spirits embrace and meet again, never to depart this time.
Hi there, I'm part of the crisis team. Before we start, here's the emergency number for you to add to your contacts. Just in case. Now then, can you tell me in your own words why are you back in the psychiatric hospital for another attempted suicide in such a short amount of time? We are sick. We scream at the top of our lungs, finally able to express ourselves. We are sick. Did you do the breathing techniques I spoke to you about earlier? This could have been easily avoided, and you can try so much harder. Plus, you're too pretty to die this young. And like that, we fall silent. You aren't sick, remember?
So, I wrote this poetry back in the moon and the grandmother's grave. The trickling sound the dripping water gave was the devil's whisper. The clouds pretended like they couldn't see. See, I sincerely would have written about hatred once again, but I saw the eyes of the gods pierce through these thick clouds. I hear their rumblings now, as though the choice I was about to make would determine if I'll get to live or leave. Some things are actually left unknown. For the cat spared by curiosity will definitely be killed by knowledge. So I chose hypocrisy. I hadn't hated my life as much as to lose it. I sarcastically talked about the smiles everyone had to give when they heard your good news. I mean, even your ungone ex still smiles at your wedding ivy. Your heart yearns when you hear testimonies, but your smiles hide the frowns you give God. Even when man knows too much, his life is either taken or he runs mad. Victor.
Listen to yourself, girl. Who are you blaming for these horrors in your world? Don't go giving me self-pity. It's bad for your health. Don't be bearing those teeth, losing sleep sleep over that creep that loved you last week. And please, girl, listen to yourself. Cause I can't always hear those cries for help, and plan B is sleaze. None of us said it would ever get easy, but if you continue to rely on these constant stimuli, forever asking who's instead of why's, you leave impressions of following the moon and tide. But in the night, I know full of deceit you hide in the old man's hands that hold you tight. Substance is sometimes free, and I mean that's alright, but girl, did he ever wine or dine you? Or even take a couple of seconds out of his day to remind you how soft your skin feels when he's behind you? Or how the curves of your back attack his senses? Compliments, they penetrate no deeper than the surface of the skin, cause you won't let them in. You're looking thin, girl, wearing that satin skirt, hoping it covers the worst while you flirt with Streatham strays, asserting those womanly ways won't change anything but the respect you have for yourself. Buy you a bit of time while you try to find your mental health, but you need help from the inside. Cause to be judged solely by these dicks you ride, it might be easy to get star ratings of 5, but it's a waste of your valuable time. Just a decoy in your grimy life. Girl, I love you, but you are boring, and you smile like you're in control of this whoring. Where have you been storing your own advice? The story's changed twice now, so we're back to the start again. And you're smart, babe, but you don't move in smart ways. And I know it was a phase, but can you not feel my frustration? Cause your eyes are still glazed. Time's past, babe. Irony's faded. It's not fun being jaded, and no one respects a Jezebel. I had to learn that lesson myself. Medicating got much worse before it got better. And you will if you will it. It will when you do, but that's on you. How could you not expect things to go septic while sleeping in a bed with your ex's nemesis? Your paycheck spent on party to premises, have fun, but don't give menace the benefit. I'm not asking you to actively act like a feminist, just think of your sisters and relatives. And engage your brain, cause you know it's insane, half functioning on pools and sedatives. Give it a rest, babe. Less stress, cause our friendship's a mess and you're distracted. If I don't text back, don't overreact, it's not tactics. I see you calculating phrases, you won't have to retract if I spit back at you, cause we both know that my patience is wearing thin. Maybe it's me and I'm hungry for a victim. Maybe you're free, I read too far into the twitching. I shouldn't question your thinking, it is me that's tripping. There's just one big difference emerging between us being. After they leave, who do we let back in?
And yet the ocean parted her lips to drink the steel mask of dawn. I witnessed the iridescent carved face as it rose from its own mirage. The sky, the great refractor, painted her skin with a fiery smile. I rubbed my eyes. The sun was not meant to appear for another 5 minutes. I was stunned, confused. Was the oracle wrong? What was this strange fiction? Oh, goddess of glimpses, your twisted elixir of mixed wisdom is, if nothing else, consistent. Nothing is a given. The boy was my lover, bent like a straw in the water. Did I stutter? His kisses consisted traversing from glass to the air I exist in, screens and transistors. In this shift in medium, relay occurs. The thought falls obedient, retraces hurt, the arc of a memory, such that it touches my vision above where my lover has written. Though his kisses were felt as a pulse on the lips, electron repulsion kept particles fixed at a distance. So I hunger for truth, but knowledge brought losing the softness of youth. The sunlight tracks acolytes of stunned sight. Why are glimpses of delicate minutes suppressed? We exist as meandering metal and darkness, falling flocks over the goddess. Confused, I screened kisses and refracted horizons. His knowledge is strange. I relay 5 minutes, retrace the stutter. Bent above meant nothing. Kneel, for such thought consisted of its own decided hiding, his own slow resistance. Written, twisted, obedient boy, an inside vision from glass. It was youth. Birds of paradise quite fixed appear given. The arc minutes of fiction were moving, but their image was stolen. Disordered water where skin carved a borrowed transistor. The wrong oracle, the mirage painted light with hunger. At dawn's angle, sun mass repulsion existed as oceans. In iridescence, some lips avoid distance like particle elixirs. Inside the boy, feeling his skin of glass, losing masked fiction or simply existing as longing light. O oracle refracted by oceans, strange water of nothing. Appear as bent knowledge, appear as fiery youth, appear as his dark eyes to steal the horizon. For it is the observer who decides which is real and which is illusion. We choose them. We choose. We choose. And yet, the ocean parted her lips to drink the steel mask of dawn. I witnessed the iridescent carved face as it rose from its own mirage. The sky, the great refractor, painted her skin with a fiery smile. I rubbed my eyes. The sun was not meant to appear for another 5 minutes. I was stunned, confused. What was this strange fiction? Was the oracle wrong? O goddess of glimpses, your twisted elixir of mixed wisdom is, if nothing else, consistent. Nothing is a given. The sun is our lover, bent like a straw in the water. Did I stutter? His kisses are distant, in moving from void to the air we exist in. They feel some resistance. In this shift in medium, refraction occurs. Light kneels obedient and tracks out a curve. The arc of the angle is such that it touches horizon above where our lover is hiding. His kisses are witnessed by subjects with eyes, subjective gazes, subject to subtlety. But perhaps our desperate hunger for light is what burned these kisses so early and bright. Golden light, spring rain, waking from sleep not chosen. I dreamed through the storm.
You alright, Sammy?
Yeah, I'm good.
Just practicing?
Kinda.
In my day. In my day, things were quite different. Then came a huge change to the whole system. A quite strange new wave of consumerism. What happened to values and humanism? They developed the devil and he grew within them. Truth is hidden. Turn on the news whose views are spilling and whose interests are served by the killing. It's thrilling. Still haven't got equal rights for women. Politicians lie whilst hands shaking and grinning. What kind of election are they actually winning? A short, sharp ego boost for a minute. Surely now the ice they're skating is thinning, but it's not. You people still put them at the top, and simply doing something is doing a lot. Not forgetting the one thing you still truly got is your whole life ahead of you. Now allow me to stop. And right there the old man leaned back in his chair, reached back and scratched a spot where there used to be hair and nodded off. blissfully unaware. The little boy listening's jaw dropped and he stared. He was scared by what the old man had said. How could he ever prepare for a life so full of despair? It isn't enough just to care and ask how the world can be fair. The thing that needs to be shared is action, cast away from distraction, interaction with every colour and faction. And if just a small fraction of the world comprehended the laws of attraction, we'd have hurled ourselves forward without any traction, creating a chain reaction and finding our compassion. But the boy was only 9 years old, had already trusted the lies he'd been told, had learnt to fit the mould, go to school, get a job and grow old. And by the time you feel alive and you start to grab hold, it's all out of your control. You fall down the rabbit hole, and the deeper that you go, the more you lose of your soul, until you wind up in a chair, withered, grey and old. Eyes stare forward, telling stories so bold, but your hands are so cold. Instead of going all in, you've had to fold. You wake up and realise that you're all alone. The little boy wasn't there, he was just a ghost. Your mind played a trick, more evidence that you're getting sick. You can't define or predict when your final exit has arrived, and that's it. The whole time you just sit and you find that your mind has declined just a bit. But it's fine, just smile, in a while you'll be fixed. Though, as we know, a cure doesn't exist. Telltale signs and symptoms were missed, a misdiagnosis not even noticed by your kids, who don't really have the time to visit between a work life and partners. It just doesn't fit, and they admit. I really wish that I could see you more, and though it doesn't feel like a chore, and no, it's not a bore, yes, I'm sure, I just had more time before this. Now I've got a mortgage and I'm raising 4 kids. It really is exhausting. I feel like I'm performing in a show that's not rewarding. I'm like a song without a chorus. How much longer must I endure this? And now you're just ignoring. You're just staring at the floor, and you may as well be snoring. Oh, you're so frustrating and enduring. Out of my heart I have been pouring my... Oh my God. Your temperature is soaring. Oh, you poor thing. Could it be me who caused this? Should I have been here supporting? I would have seen the warnings. I might have detected the level of stress that did grow and develop within under the surface of skin. That's where it first did begin. And of course, the worst thing is this. Would only have taken a minute, and now it's too late and he's finished. It's so damn frustrating admitting that I am to blame for this. Missing a birthday or Christmas didn't feel like a big thing, but now I am thinking of him alone, sitting cold and alone. I thought I was the victim. We all have our lives and our commitments, but we can survive and withstand the distance. In just a short time, the mind can be a prison. And that's thinking, why don't you come and visit when they gave you life? Then you simply dismiss them. Don't wait till they die to realise that you miss them. Behind the hearse, the tears fall fast. I write this verse despite the past. I hope it might ignite a spark. Promote, invite you to embark upon a journey, a brand new start. Every light will turn dark and you can't change that. No, you can't, but here's a fact that you can grasp. Just spend some time with those who are on their own with broken hearts. Cast aside, not long to last, with loneliness hitting hard. Very little sets you apart, and sharing simply just a laugh has such effect and will go far. I know at first it might be hard, but once you have let down your guard, you can heal the deepest scars. You will feel your heart enlarge and be on a bright new path, and when they're gone, just look up and you will see them in the stars.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey again, everybody. How you all doing? You having a good time so far? I know you are because we are over here. Now, this is your 10-minute warning. So this is when you're going to be seeing my friendly face, just interacting with you, letting you know what's going on. And I'm letting you know now that you have 10 minutes before Poetry Jam starts. Hope you're looking forward to it. If you want, grab yourself a hot drink or an iced lolly, Magnum ice cream for me, please, if you see one. Anything else just for you to chill out and get ready and be back here within 10 minutes. We'll see you soon, okay? We'll see you real soon. All right, take care.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of B Music, the music charity responsible for Town Hall and Symphony Hall, I want to give you a warm welcome to this evening. I'm Chris Proctor, I'm the head of programme here, and over the last 16 months, this building has been closed to live performances. In that time, we've taken the opportunity to extend the building forward, create new performances, and to allow us to democratise the space and allow people to come back in, own the space on their own terms. And so for this weekend, it's been a real privilege for us to invite Amira and Beat Freaks to come in and run a poetry jam live, the first one for a long time. For some of you that may not know, we usually host the birthday poetry jam over in Town Hall, which is our sister venue across the square. And during lockdown back in February, we did an online version of Poetry Jam, which was filmed inside Symphony Hall. So it gives me a real honour to welcome Amira and Beat Freaks to Poetry Jam Live. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name's Amira Saleh, for all the beautiful, lovely new faces that are here today. I'm General Manager at Beat Freaks, and what we've got for you today is the first event that we are doing live back in the space, so it's a little bit weird, it's a little bit tense and awkward. No one knows when to leave their masks on and take them off. But it's okay, Beat Freaks embrace the awkward, and we're just going to ride the vibe tonight. I want to say thank you so much for coming out. I know it's really sunny outside, and all the kids playing outside makes me want to run in the fountain. So thank you for being here. Do share online. We do have a live stream. If you've got any mates or parents or grandparents or dogs or cats that want to watch it, do share it across with them. I do also want to caveat that I don't want to promise that we're back in August live. As much as from the bottom of my heart, I would love to promise it. No one can promise anything right now, and I'm sure you all know that. But what I will say is we promise we will be in some format, whether that's digitally or physically, we will be somewhere. And you just need to keep an eye out. If you're not on our mailer, speak to Jamie, who's somewhere in the crowd, she's waving there, and get on the list so that we can tell you when everything is. So I'd like to kick off with a poem. This is from our Beat Freaks anthology on our 6th, 7th birthday, I can't remember, when we published it with Verve Poetry Press. There's a poem in here that I don't perform anymore, but there's an incredible poet called Leon Priestnall, who was an absolute phenomenal man in the poetry community, who sadly passed away. And I wanted to dedicate, because it's first poetry night, the first poem he ever heard was this poem. And every time he saw me, he asked me if I was performing this poem. And I always said, oh, nah. And now I'm performing this, dedicated to Leon, but also for all of you. I am in like the second or third line going to ask you to close your eyes. I'd really love it if you do. Nobody will come and touch you, I promise. Okay? This is called Be Beautiful. What you define as beautiful is only your perception. And maybe you've been blinded by what beauty really is. I need you to close your eyes. I don't need you to define it to me. But look in the mirror, and through the dirty broken bits, realize that your heart is imprinted in the edges and they fit so perfectly. Let your weary heart tell people it's got space for them. It doesn't need to speak, let them feel it, understand your soul. Your posture tells the world you're a soldier fighting a war you don't know you're going into, and that makes you double the soldier they assume you to be. Stand like bullets go straight through you. Stand like you're defending a lover, a brother, a sister, a mother. Stand like you're defending yourself because you care. And that's okay. Let your soul linger in places like the good food you smell and know what it is straight away. Let them say your name when you're not there. Your attire is as casual, formal, or scruffy as you allow it to be. If your intentions are ugly, no amount of makeup can hide it. It will seep through the skin that you bleed out of and appears a red flash, and in a spark that's meant to be there, it will be clear. Your eyes can hide the world's problems, but your eyes can't hide your love, your passion, your humility, your compassion. In you it will glow. Be that in the dark or in the light, it will shine brighter. Your feet surrenders the pushing you mentally give yourself. Be better, be helpful, be cool, be nice, be thoughtful, be thought-provoking, be there, everywhere at once. But when your feet stop and the seconds on the clock keep ticking, know that it's time. You need a break. Rest your feet up and watch the magic you helped create. You don't have to be there to know that your presence is. And your arms are out of reach for you to hold. So hold on to someone else's. Don't let pride hide you away from the arms that are trying to calm your soul. Hug tight, tighter. Hug like it's your last, because it could be. Someone hug me so tight, break every single one of my ribs, clench my stomach in, and break me with a hug. Follow your dreams. Stop sleeping into late afternoon trying to chase them whilst your eyes are closed. There are people hungry for the same thing, and if you're unable to see it, they'll go for it just like that. Run, chase, run so fast there's no more oxygen around to keep you running. Stop. Stop tiring yourself out with questions of why you're doing what you're doing. Write your story. Sing the melody of your unbalance. Dance a choreographed piece of your future. Film your family. Take a picture of your tragedy. Draw your strengths and weaknesses. Paint your doubts and sorrows. Then place them on your wall. Cross off one each day. Sit in your space. Spend time with family, friends, strangers, homeless men. Explore stories. Be beautiful. Because as cliche as it sounds, you are the only person in this world that can be your kind of beautiful. Thank you and welcome back to Poetry Jam. Enjoy your night.
I said, yeah! I said, yeah!
What's going on, Poetry Jam? What are you telling me? Hey! It is so good to be back. See, Paul, is it good to be back?
Mic check 1 2 1 2. It's so good to be back.
Mic check 1 2 3 4. It's good to be back. I'm really confused at the moment, guys. Do I have to keep my
I know, it's one of those ones, isn't it? Wow.
freedom?
Wow.
Kind of itchy, man.
I think someone's excited to be back at Poetry Jam, right?
So excited, and it feels good to be back. We got familiar faces, we got new faces, we got beautiful faces in the place. And this
Okay, all right.
I see y'all. But yo, listen, seriously, welcome back to Poetry Jam. I'm gonna do this because it looks cool as well.
Yeah, go ahead. Why not?
Hello. It's genuine. You know what? I've got this tingly thing in my shoulders that hasn't gone. It's probably a trapped nerve. It's not a trapped nerve. It's just the excuse me. It is the excitement of being back here and feeling the energy that Poetry Jam genuinely brings to the city. We haven't had a live event in, how long has it been?
It's been a minute. We can say that it's been a minute,
It's
but
been a
no.
hot minute.
In over a year now, if not longer and longer. It's been too long, basically. So we're so happy that you are here with us. Are you happy to be here with us?
I said,
Yeah?
Poetry Jam, are you happy to be here with us?
And who are we actually?
Oh yeah, we should probably introduce that.
Right?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, my name is, I go by many names. I'm actually a wizard. I'm not from this planet. I'm actually different. No, I'm joking. I'm Raza. My first Poetry Jam was back in 2013, somewhere in, I think, October it was. And I've been trying to come through to every single first Thursday of the month ever since. We've had an amazing, my math is atrocious. How many years has it been? Some 8 years. A fantastic 8 years. And it's only going to get bigger and better. No cap. No kibbity cap. But yeah, that's me. And this is...
Hey everybody, my name is Sipo. I've been about Beat Freaks and seen all of you wonderful people over the years. So thank you so much for just growing with us. It's been an incredible journey, hasn't it? Like we've seen people go from no facial hair to a lot of facial hair. We've seen heights grow up, but most importantly, we've seen poetic journeys just explode all over the UK and all over the world as well. So thank you for bringing it back home to Birmingham today.
100%. I guess there's a couple of shout-outs that we need to do before we kickstart with this shizzle. The first one is, have you done the shout-outs?
Lots of shout-outs to do.
Oh, lots of shout-outs
We can
to
do many shout-outs.
Shout out
We can keep it
yourself
going.
first and foremost, because you're all gangsters. We want to obviously shout out to the space that we're in, shout out to Symphony Hall, shout out to B Music, shout out to Beat Freaks, so obviously keeping this thing going for as many years as it has been, and obviously for the amazing years it's got coming ahead. If you guys are on Twitter, give me a hoo-hoo. If you guys are on Insta, give me a yo-yo. If you guys are on Facebook, give me a what's that? Okay, so all of you people that made them funky sounds, you're weird. No, I'm joking, you know. What we want you to do is send as many pictures as you can into these sites. Get as many tags, quotes, in Beat Freaks, hashtagging Beat Freaks, and everything else that you want to hashtag and alongside it. The more we get this going out, the bigger and better that we can be. And for the people at home, I'm sure is there a special app for that?
This is live streaming, so in the same way that you guys are here right now, there's other people who, I don't know who should be more jealous, but yeah, they're sat at home right now, they've got their iSollies and Magnums, and they are locked in currently watching on YouTube. So we want to make sure that everybody's interacting with each other. So if you want to as well, whilst we are here, why don't jump on YouTube as well and actually add your comments. And this is streaming live, so it's going to be an incredible event. So yeah, make sure you're commenting on Twitter, as Raza said, Facebook, everywhere, hashtag Poetry Jam. Can I hear hashtag poetry? Hashtag poetry?
Jam.
That's all you got to do. Make sure you're tagging at Beat Freaks, tag at Symphony Hall as well. Make sure that you keep everybody connected and just let people know what's going on tonight.
My mom's actually watching this from home today. It's the first time my mom's getting involved in Poetry Jam. Which camera are we looking at for
He pulled out the mommy card.
That one over there. Hi, Mom. I'm on TV. Hi. These are all my friends. Oh, that mic. Sorry, not that one. Yeah. Hi, Mom. I'm on TV. But yeah, if people that wanted to come here today couldn't make it today, please also tell them to tune in online too. Should we get started?
I don't know. Should we get started? I think it's about time, right? Because we came here for poetry, right? We came here to hear those thought-provoking thoughts. We came here to hear something powerful, something groundbreaking, something new and fresh. Most importantly, we came to hear you. So I'm ready to get started. If you're ready to get started.
I'm ready to get started. I really want to do that Warren Buffett thing, you know. And he goes,
which one? Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It's time! This is why I don't do
I see what you've been doing during lockdown, right? A lot of, binge TV and all of that. All right.
Yeah,
say no more.
So, without further ado, let's bring over the first poet to the microphone. What we're going to actually be doing as well... hello, Amira. What we're going to be doing is wiping out the microphones between your poems. So you guys ain't got to worry about that. We'll be doing that for you. Just, what's good, baby? I didn't know you was here. Yeah, you, turn around. Hey, it's good to see you, man. Sorry. So yeah, let's yeah, I'm just going to...
No problem at all.
So the first name on the list is?
Yes, so we need you now to go crazy because this is the first performer of the night. And we would like to welcome to the stage, Corin! Yeah. Yay. Step up to the microphone.
Come over, bro.
Oh, man. I only started writing in April, but I already feel like I'm home with you guys, man. So just thank you, for creating this space and everything. All right, man. Let me know if I'm, talking into the mic all right as well, yeah. How do we handle change? We change clothes so easily. We change channels so freely. But if we change ourselves, we ask, what does me really mean to me? I've seen patients go from postless and rock bottom to where did I put my keys? I've forgotten. I've seen patients go from I don't want to be here anymore to check out the latest bag I got from the Gucci store. Wait, you can't have money and be depressed, right? I say wrong. For many, the zest of life is gone. Whether you're rich or you're poor, it can be hard to stay strong. Now, where were we? We were talking about change. How ironic that I went off topic. What was my first line? You already forgot it. And that's the point. Things change, people change, we change too. There will be times where there's nothing we can do, but we can always change our point of view. You see, this moment is never going to be the same as the last. The future will never equal the past. And trying to fight change is an impossible task. Do you ever feel like, is this all there is? That life's going by just a little too quick. Like, your life's a big glass of water, but you've only had a sip. An iceberg that only shows its tip. I feel like that sometimes, but I have to say it depends on the times. I feel good if I'm playing ball or creating rhymes, but struggle if I'm handed lemons and limes. What if we could feel good all of the time? With strawberries, lemons and limes, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock or 9? What if we could build our foundation sturdy and strong? with gratitude for the moments that have already gone, and acceptance for the hardship and pain that still lives on. You see, with a deep love and appreciation for what you have, you increase your chances of getting what you have not. Your life feels full. Your life feels like a lot. Pretty soon, that big glass of water, you're taking a gulp of it. That iceberg, you see the bulk of it, and you realize your own mind was the culprit. I got one more. Can I go one more? A few good poems. It's all downhill from here. Your friends are just being sincere. Let me introduce myself. My name is Fear. I'm almost certain that we met before. I'm the bouncer to your emotional door, and I've protected you since the age of 4. I spend most of my time in the middle of your chest. You might have met my cousins, self-doubt and stress. You see, we want to make you the center of our world. We just don't want to see you get hurt, so we put safety, security, and comfort first. Without you, we wouldn't exist. Without you, we wouldn't exist. Without you, we wouldn't exist. So anything that threatens us, we kind of resist. We can't be falling down your priority list. So new opportunities or challenges to help you grow. We've got mechanisms to make sure you say no. Sometimes it's obvious, sometimes on the low. The road to safety is all that we know. Don't make any more videos, cuz you've outlived the buzz. Just enjoy it for what it was. Your bars are down, your views are weaker. You're getting cold, I've taken the heater. Your time is up, I've hidden the meter. Wait, why are you still writing? Why are you letting the light in? Stop it. You're getting fear frightened. Thank you very much.
Amazing. Oh my gosh.
Hey, Curran, what's your social media, man? KURRENSANDHU. Yeah? Right, I got that right still. Yeah, man. Guys, definitely get in touch with all the poets. Just get in touch with all the poets that you see performing today. Make the community as big as you possibly can, and the only way we can do that is by talking to each other. So definitely do that.
100%, yeah.
I'm gonna act like I'm not doing anything.
Taking the attention away from Raza. Corinne, thank you so much for opening up tonight. What an incredible performance, right? We saw it all, the movement. And what, this is just, you've only been writing since April, did you say? My goodness gracious me. Thank you so much. It really feels special when someone can just take you into their mind and into their world. And this is what we encourage all of you to do today. Get comfortable with us, chill. If you want to get a drink as well, just to mention, everybody should have a QR code on your table. And you might be seeing people getting drinks, and you're like, hold on, how come I'm not sipping anything nice? Well, you can get your order in, scan on your phone that QR code, and it's gonna come straight to you, so you don't miss another second of anything. But I think we're gonna keep it moving. Raza, are you good over there? You still want me to keep their attention away? Yeah, all right, cool, no problem. All right, so we're going to keep it. I'm sorry. Yeah, just keep watching me. Pretend that there's a big screen over here. To everybody watching at home as well, I hope that you are enjoying it. To everybody here at the moment, I know it's tempting to look out there at that beautiful view, but we've got a lot of incredible visuals coming this way, including Raza, who's back.
Hey, hello. I wasn't doing anything like that you guys, meant to be. Anyway, so basically, what we got to be doing is, let's start this again. Who's been to Poetry Jam before? Yeah, nice. Okay, let's do it by that way, because hands are like hands in it. Give me a woo woo. If you've been to Poetry Jam before, give me a oh man. If it's I need to sort out these sounds in it. Give me a yeah. If you've never been to Poetry Jam before. Sweet. So what we guys want you guys to do when you are feeling the poet on stage and you're feeling the words and the vision and what's going on is a little bit of this. Give me a little bit of this. Because obviously when we're getting in touch with our feelings as poets, you know what I'm saying, and everybody's going, yeah, man, that's so fucking incredible. Oh my God, dude, keep going. Ah! It sometimes takes away from the person, you know? Do you know what I'm saying? So when you guys are feeling what you're feeling, give it a little, And oh yeah, if you do want to give it a little, you know, sometimes it hits a little harder, you know what I'm saying? So you just go, yo, ooh. Give it a little bit of that as well if you want to. Also, if we can keep it to 1 poem per person, we should have mentioned that at the start, my apologies. That would be sick, and then we can keep the flow going. And yeah.
Is that everything now?
I think so.
I think I've ticked everything off so far.
I think so. If there's anything else, we'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? We'll
Yeah.
keep it going. But without further ado, let's bring over to you guys the next artist of the night. I don't think I've seen this person perform before, so I am very, very, very excited to see them. Put your hands together for Dexter!
Yay!
Hello, welcome. I'm glad to be back here at Poetry Jam. So this is a new piece that I've never performed before. So I hadn't had a chance to memorize it properly, so I will be using my phone for this one time. I'm a young black youth. Let me tell you about this young black truth. You see, I'm not like these other brothers that you link me with, but I ain't afraid to go and link with them. Is it because my brother grew up in the ends where the only means to an end is a shit? Is it because my brother grew up in the ends where the only means to an Is it because my brother grew up in the ends where the shank is the only means to an ends? And Papa left his son to follow the trends. 30 years later, he looking to be making amends. And Mama left on a one. She thought she found the one, but that boy came, now he gone. What she do wrong? Now she gotta stay strong. She gotta be the mama. She gotta be the papa. She gotta earn the bread. She gotta make the bed. Eyes going red. She wanna go bed, but she can't, cause the little boy ain't home just yet. She's stressing because he might be dead, praying she don't get the call. Tears flying off the wall, minds falling to the floor, eyes glued to the ceiling, thoughts glued to the phone. She don't want to do this healing. She don't want to be alone. She hear the front door click, tummy turn. She feels sick. The clock stopped. It don't tick. She can't do this no more. This is it. Now she's screaming and shouting out pride and a joy, but it's high. He can't walk straight, even though he's doing lines. She asked him where he been. He tell a little white lie to protect mama from the streets. But she can see it in his eyes, a pupil of the streets. She's seen it all before. Her papa, her brother, her baby daddy. From her men to her son, clouds in the sky, blacking the light to her life. She had men knocking on her door, promising to give her the rule. She rejected them all in favor of a little boy. She had to put her life on stool. That's why she played so coy. But now a prince has gone to war in this concrete jungle where guns like to roar in honor of this concrete struggle. A damn soldier of the night. Let a metal burst take flight, leaving graves full of lead. Bless the souls lay to bed. On the streets, keep it tight. On the streets, you just might pop a little blackhead. You've been itching, making skin red. Before you get to the big leagues, prove yourself at the grassroots. Carry your strap when you roll on the road, because you might be a victim of a blitzkrieg. Even if you're young blood, there's no mercy in the hood. Stripping a fam of their love. A life like this never fits like a glove. Peace, love, and light. Live and learn. Let life levitate what is low. Never let the world eat your soul. Chew you up, swallow you whole. Melanated hands bound to the ground. But you've got the key. Pick the lock. They never knew it was hard as rock. We can take a knock. All we know is shock. Stuck in this deadlock. Pop. That's another one gone. Leaving a young mama. Left to raise another victim of this life. Thank you.
My goodness, give it up for Dexter, please. My goodness gracious me.
That was incredible. Dexter, I'm so happy that this is the first time I've seen you perform today. Like, seriously, like, thank you for that, man. Respect, Brody.
Yeah, like we're coming up here trying to be all happy and vibey, but that was deep. And this is exactly what we are expecting. We should probably say to everybody, you're going to have an amazing time tonight. You really are. But you also might be going a bit through an emotional roller coaster, but it's okay. The sun is sunning outside. So, yeah, that's just going to wipe everything else away.
You know what's really nice to see? You see like the carefree nature of the people outside.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just lovely, isn't it?
Isn't it?
Yeah, man. So, without further ado, let's introduce to you guys the next artist.
Are you ready? I think you're ready. I feel like we don't need to be up here for any longer.
Oh,
all right. So let's bring on the third act for tonight. Please give a big round of applause for Mickey. Yeah.
Sup? I'm kidding. Hi, Poetry Jam. I've missed you all. Oh, I really feel happy to be back. It's been so long, and I miss seeing all of your wonderful faces. Faces I have seen, faces I haven't seen. Hell, even faces that I kind of forgot their names of. Sorry. My memory is rubbish, okay? Don't judge me. Also, massive shout out to the last two performers, and also to our amazing hosts, Raza and the guy whose name I keep saying wrong all the time, but I will say it right this one time. Sipo. I did it! That's all the happiness gone. Okay. So the piece that I got, I couldn't think of anything else to do, but this one piece that I have been performing a crap lot. It's just been insane. So during lockdown, I went to a lot of workshops online, and this is from one of them. This is from the Sins Misfits workshop that was run by the amazing Cynical Insomniac from the US. The prompt for this one was Mysterious Steps, chosen from my friend Ari, who was in the workshop. Also, first off, sorry, Raz, I'm just going to copy you. Hi, Mom! I'm on YouTube! I don't know if it was the right camera, though. This too, okay, don't judge me. Okay. This is called 10,000 plus steps above, but so below. I dive once again to vanquish the thing that keeps plaguing my mind, armed with all the weapons I could possibly imagine. But once again, it's a losing battle as I get older and more weaker by both body and mind. As I grow weaker, it grows stronger in both power and tactics. And I know that I can't keep this facade up that I am who I say I am when this is who I am. This is where it gets emotional, so just a heads up. I ask you, if I never did poetry, where would you be right now? If I never did an IG live show or took part in workshops, then I'll be stronger than I was to take the pill. Actually, sorry, trigger warning related to suicide. Should have said that at the start. Shows I'm rusty. Then I would be stronger than I was to take the pills and lie on my bed and wait as death's pitch black blanket covers me, and I know that it's finally my time to go, and I won't need to suffer as I have been for the past lifetime, and would constantly be someone that means nothing, and finally be permanently left to rot, and finally pass along. Sorry, it's emotional. So I say to you, will you be the one that cuts the thread and lets me drop to my bottomless chasm, never to be seen again? If you want to hear more of my poems, check out Hidden Angel 001 on everywhere, including Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. I had to say it, it's okay. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, even TikTok as well. But yeah, Spotify as well. Podcast, Angelic Sit Down. Want to hear more? Message me or speak to him. I'm over there. I need to go. Bye.
Yes, there you go. That's Mickey, everyone. Give it up again, please. Round of applause. Yay.
So thank you, Mickey, for reminding us of another thing as well. We don't censor anything here at Poetry Jam. There's just a beautiful mutual understanding that anybody that touches mic won't be a dick. So long as you're not that, then you're good to go. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Let's bring on the next artist to the microphone. They go by the name of Gab2Z.
Yay! Where you at? Yes.
Let me just give this a little wipe down.
Can we go a bit lower? Because I'll be on my tiptoes otherwise. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hi, everyone. I started writing poetry this year. Was inspired by Elliot Dexter here. He kind of peer pressured me into it a little bit, but I'm glad that he did. This is is the first poem that I've wrote. Was in need of guidance, didn't feel able to do it on my own, but that doesn't come easy when isolation felt like home. Being content and having stability, two things that don't come easily. Hard work and opportunity and resilience are key. Seeking love and acceptance in a significant other, didn't feel worthy if without a lover. Childhood trauma did this to me, attachment issues to a large degree, but my mentality on this, it's evolved and grown, realized my strength to find happiness on my own. My other half doesn't feel right, my better half doesn't sound right. Are we not whole by ourselves? Is this healthy or sick health? Questioning love to be in love, blissful adoration or bring out your boxing gloves. I was uneasy about being alone. At the time, it was unbeknown. I've given parts of me too easily to people who only flee. Communication and loyalty, two elements central to me. Once upon a time, I thought I'd found intimacy, but just like products, there's no guarantee. Hopeful to find majestical love, freeing, fascinating, flamboyant love, but instead finding faithless, failing love, can't uphold when push comes to shove. Was this all reflections of my upbringing, my lack of self-worth, the pain it was stinging? The love I was accepting, the love I thought I deserved, minimal, mundane, and disrespecting. I lost myself, became more reserved. Traveling towards a forever welcoming dark pit, I needed to change my direction, I needed to commit. Commit to the decision of self-love and self-work, but where do I start facing all the cracks and the quirks? Deeply nourishing my majestical mind, nurturing my outlook rewired and redesigned, discovering freeing, pleasurable pastime that enliven my soul and make all lives that enliven my soul and make all parts of life rhyme. Immersing into fascinating friends, inspiring, supportive with love so pure, guiding me to see clearly possibilities that were once obscure. Now I've embraced all of the parts of me, the flamboyant, delightful parts, even the parts that aren't so pretty. Still so juvenile, so many lessons to learn, but having found acceptance within myself, I know happiness will always return. 24 beautiful years it took me to realize the person that I was seeking love from was me. Thank you.
Give it up for Gab2Z! Can we all, if you can and if you're comfortable, just do a little love heart sign? And I think we've got to do that, right? Finding that love wholly in yourself. Tell me about it. Can we just do that again? Gab2Z, I want to take a look at what you've just done. Look at all of this. Look at the love that you are spreading. Come on, let's do it. Let's see it. Thank you so much. I mean, so many quotes in that. And is anybody else looking for that majestical love, that flamboyant kind of love, right? Yeah, tell me about it, right? But you know, like, you're going to be whole in your... Oh, Gab2Z, come on now. Come on now. And thank you as well to your friend, Dexter Elliott. Come on, man. Yeah, this is what we're talking about, this mutual respect, this mutual love. Sort of like what we've got.
100.
You know.
I love you, man.
All love.
I learned something, actually. Like, if you shake the wrist, then there's more love in the spot.
Swear down.
Apparently.
Okay, let's see. Let's do it without the shake.
That's a bit bland, isn't it? It's a bit like a wet fish handshake.
It's a bit like infrared. You know what I mean? Like it never fully connected back in the day. If anyone knows about infrared. All right, let's try with that. All right then. You get me? Start working that bicep. You gotta work for that love.
Elbow grease, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like we gotta work on our relationship over here. Sort out what's going on. But yes, if you are hearing any quotes or just anything is sort of coming to mind, jot it down for your own inspiration, for your own thoughts, but please share it online as well. Hashtag Poetry Jam, of course. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Are you enjoying yourself so far?
Lovely jubbly. Let's bring on the next artist to the microphone, shall we? I'm going to do this new thing now. I've just decided I'm going to do now. I'm going to do every accent that I can possibly think of every time I touch the microphone. So, lovely jubbly, or whatever this accent is, we're going to start with this one. Let's introduce to the microphone the next man. That changed throughout, didn't it? We're going to stick with it. Let's bring to the microphone the next artist who's going to be performing a poem.
I'm hearing Love Island Australia, Peaky Blinders, Gordon Ramsay, and Peppa Pig, something in there. There's a lot. There's a lot happening.
I never said what accent I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? I just not going to do it. All right. But without further ado, listen.
Bring it up to the stage, our next guest. Please give a big round of applause for Max Juno. Yay, yay!
Hi. There's lots of people here. Some of you, I could see the looks, people like kind of recognizing me, but haven't been in ages. And I'm gonna like use this as a bit of a preface to the actual poem. So I first started coming to Poetry Jam in August 2018, and then I would come like once a month and do my thing. And I was in a relationship, and all my poems were about my girlfriend, and now we've broken up, and now my poetry is way better. Tortured souls write good words, yeah. But yeah, and then I had a whole gender thing, and then like a bit of a crisis, identity stuff, and that's what the poem's about. And I changed my name, and I know everyone is like really accepting and lovely, but I was too embarrassed to come and tell people that my name was different, so I stopped coming in like August last year, in August. My name is Max now. I'm not gonna dead name myself, but you know, Max, that's me. That's me now. And so I stopped coming in like August, and then obviously pandemic, so I didn't really have much of a chance, but now I'm living in London, so I made it all the way here tonight. And so this poem, there's like a one stanza like preface to the poem that I wrote in August when I was having my big crisis, and then I've written a poem more recently, and you'd think I had the time to memorize it, but no, so you get it off my phone. So this is the thing that I wrote in like August, and I was too emotional to write it into a real poem, but then I, you know, did the next bit afterwards. So I wrote, "Empty frames where mirrors should be. I forgot who I am. I've had to keep myself in boxes, and I'm not sure where I've gone. My letters are sealed, but you know me too well. If you keep me in chains, I'll cross myself." And so the more recent actual poem. "I'm looking at an empty picture frame. They say I should see me. Unoccupied space in which I should be found. They say that I look pretty. Pretty is a dagger, sharp and pointed towards my heart, carving pink inscriptions on flesh that I can no longer recognize. Drawing blood from cold and foreign veins, I look into the empty space. Feel my face repeat the training, smile, stay quiet, be polite. But etiquette and elegance are far outside this frame. This frame gilded with golden expectations. I see a man with a suit and a tie, with slightly crooked teeth and slicked back hair. His eyes the deep blue color of disapproval. A sapphire I've seen only in the crying eyes of my mother mourning the life she planned for me. I take my pretty, scratch out the name engraved upon the plate, scorching tears roll down my cheeks, the dripping wax of a candle whose flame is nearing the end of its wick. And in the hardened drops I see a silhouette. Upon unoccupied space, the brown backing board of my empty picture frame, I take the knife and trace the silhouette. No longer pretty, the blade is God. And in the genesis of a design I've dreamt before, I see myself for the first time." And my Instagram is Juno Writes Things. If you want to find me there, it's just Juno, Juno Writes Things. So yeah, thanks.
Yes, Gina Writes Things indeed. You killed it. Well done. Another round of applause, please. Let's let her know. Thank you so much. And just your message right at the start, I think many of us can relate, but Poetry Jam is exactly the place where you can feel welcome. And you can keep coming and keep coming back and keep coming back. And yeah, you'll always see a familiar or friendly face around here.
Absolutely. And if you don't, then you're probably at the wrong place.
Then you can try again, yeah.
What we're also going to try, obviously, as you've probably not noticed, because I'm so slick with the things I do.
Come on.
We've been, wiping down the microphone. And for obvious reasons, I haven't been doing that. Well, I say, okay, for whatever reason you guys might think I haven't been doing it in front of you guys. But what we're going to try to do now to make it a little bit more slick is just give you guys a wipe. Your mic, wipe the microphone.
Wicked, what?
You wicked the mic, the wipe the phone.
And then you take the microphone.
You know what I'm saying? Do you guys get what I'm trying to say? Because I'm really not going to try go through that again. So we're going to try this with our final artist before the break. They go by the name Kashmira.
Yeah.
Hi everyone. This is my first Beat Freaks open mic live, actually. So yeah, it's nice to be here and see some familiar faces from like the IG live and stuff. So yeah, thank you for having me. This poem, I want to say I wrote it maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but I feel like it was channeled through me. And yeah, if you write, you know the difference between something just when you just chat. Anyway, I'm just gonna stop. So this one's called Women, Warrior of Man and Nature. The challenges that I face are becoming harder to embrace. As this world makes me his toy, there are limitations to what brings me joy. I am black, I am brown, I am white. I am worn, I am woman, broken and torn, played, used, I am a pawn. Everywhere I look, restriction compounds, do's and don'ts roar, inevitably, confliction resounds. Then I remember. As his eyes gaze down and trace my every move, I find myself yearning to prove that I'm worth more than my body and a face that appeases whatever disgusting fetish your senses crave. The color of my skin is not yours to take. Why do you gain pleasure in making me feel unsafe? My attire should never warrant this kind of 21st century hate. Can't you see? Can't you hear? I am disgraced and outraged. I brought you into this world. I continue to give you everything you deem you deserve. When will I be respected? When will my voice stop being rejected? Have you forgotten? I am the earth and the sun. The night consumes me as my soul and the moon merge into one. As I walk, the ground rumbles. Roar, I am woman, queen of this concrete jungle. The birds and the beasts make way with ease, taking comfort and nourishment from the river that flows down to my knees. Without my harvest, rain, resilience, and pain, this world you've claimed is incapable of growth or change. I am more than what you give me credit for. I am mind and soul, intellect and clarity, boundless love, a rarity. I am wisdom and truth, silver and gold, the diamond you scrutinize and feel entitled to mold. My dear, don't forget that I can swallow you whole. However, the compassion that resides within me is worth more to my beautiful soul. Thank you.
Oh, now keep that going, please. Keep it going. My goodness, Kashmira, here you roar.
Where can we find you online? Thank you.
You can find me on Instagram. I'm only on Instagram. It's at Kashmira Bechu. I can spell that for you. It's KASHMIRA Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know what Poetry Jam makes me feel like
Wow.
doing sometimes? Well, most of the time, really. It's literally like, after you probably see me outside in the water going, yeah! But like a lot louder, a lot wilder.
No, but I totally hear that. And I feel like all of us actually, we feel this sometimes, innit? Obviously, sometimes we be networking. We be changing Instagrams. I'm like, oh, how you doing? Yeah, that was good. That was a great poem. But really, we do just want to be like, oh my gosh.
It's all the poetry energy running through my body, you know what I'm saying?
And this is why we end up needing to take a break, because otherwise you're going to end up breaking this whole building if you keep going with that kind of poetry. We end up needing, to take a few minutes out.
Absolutely. In this 10-minute break that you guys got, literally 10 minutes. If you're not back, we will start the show without you. We're ruthless like that. No, we're not. We will wait a little bit longer for you guys. But go get your drinks. Go let yourselves feel free. Connect with people, talk to people, chat to people. Jam. You know what I'm saying? Raspberry, strawberry, blueberry, beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes, lambs, rams, you name it. But yeah, I guess with that said,
we'll see you back in 10 minutes. All right, have a great break. See you. Hey, how you all doing? It's CFO back again, just checking in with you. I hope you are all well. So we want to make sure that you are staying tuned with what's locking in. And we've got one of the audience members here today. Do you mind just introducing yourself and who you are?
Yeah, hi, I'm Kohinoor. I go by the stage name of Scribings of an Insomniac because I can't sleep, so I scribe in that time. we are here. We've been here since like 5 o'clock, so it's been awesome. It's very cathartic, and it's therapy. Like, we're not therapists, but this is therapy.
No, thank you so much. I mean, like, it's such a beautiful day outside, and you've brought your own sunny energy. Like, you told so many people about this, right? Like, how did you find out about today, and and who did you bring as well?
Yeah, so I come to Poetry Jam. I've been coming since the beginning of last year, but then lockdown happened. But I brought like 15 of my friends, some fellow poets as well. And whenever we go, I'm usually like the person to get everyone together and say, like, let's turn up. So we've turned up.
Like, turn up for real, though. And I feel like you brought a whole crew. But what can people expect, like, with your poetry, or is that a bit of a something that they need to wait and find out? What kind of things do you write about as well? Yeah.
Okay, so my friend Kashmira just went up before me, and she said she didn't want to go after me just because she feels like my pieces just need to sit with people. So they can expect like introspective pieces, retrospective pieces, politically conscious pieces, things around nature, and just the things we see in the world around us.
Oh my gosh. So something incredible really, really coming up. Thank you so much for joining us today. Honestly, you're bringing such an incredible vibe. I'll make sure you get a break. But yeah, I'll see you soon, all right? Every time. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, oh my goodness gracious me. This is what is going on today, right? We're just chatting to different people, making sure that everybody's feeling good. How are you finding tonight? Make sure you are running it up with the comments. We want to see fire emojis. We want to see round of applause, or anything that you might want to share. We want to see your name, anything at all. But yeah, oh my goodness, how has it been so far? Like, how are you finding what's been happening so far? And what are you enjoying it with? Have you got yourself a nice drink? Are you sat out in a park somewhere? What are you getting up to? I must say, my favorite so far has been just the range of poetry and poetic subjects we've had so far. I mean, we've had conversations in regards to all the different forms of poetry that's going on. Hey, Tom, how you doing? What's happening here? I'm letting the people know what's happening. What's going on?
I'm confused, but I'm doing well.
You're here.
Yeah, hey everybody. It's so nice to see everybody that's tuning in. You've been with us for over a year, and it's nice. It's so good. If you can make it going forward, we're going to be letting you know when our next thing is, but I want to see you there. But if not, it's great to see you on the online space. Invite a friend or two.
That's Tom. That's the big man Tom right there. Thank you, Tom. Listen, I know you've seen Tom host before. Today, he's staying calm, staying under humble. But yeah, Tom is part of the team that made this one happen. So make sure that you keep giving him love. But as I was saying before Tom interrupted me, I feel like my favorite part so far has just been in the range of poetry. We've had everything to do with personal experiences in the ends. If you know about the ends, we've had people giving us insights about how they actually feel in this world, and just channeling all of this poetry and all these subjects for themselves. Now, I want to know if this is getting you to think about your own writing journey. Are you writing at the moment? Are you getting any ideas about what you could possibly write about? See, we want to make sure that you are engaging with us. So if you haven't already, be sure to be hashtagging #PoetryJam at Beat Freaks. Keep us in the loop on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter. Just keep sharing this up. Now, I know you can see what's going on behind me. It's just a whole vibe. You got some incredible people. And this is what we want to see. So and hopefully, just keep sending all that positive energy out there. When we can get more people joining us in person and having more live events, this is exactly the kind of vibe that we are hoping to get. Of course, stay safe where you are. We're going to stay safe where we are, just to make sure that we can keep having these kinds of events. Now, keep letting us know. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep letting us know what is going on and where you are at. There's a whole bunch of things going on around me. I think Raza is literally going to moonwalk into shop.
Baby?
Well gone, Raza. Hey.
Something is being communicated to me by some people. And
you know what? Yeah, try my mic. What are you saying?
I'm okay, bro. Is that better? Is that cool? We good? What's popping? Brand new venue just hopped in. Jeez, I'm out of options. I got no bars and drop them.
Hey. Nah, Raz, man, like, we're just checking in with the people them at home,
Yeah.
you know, seeing how they're doing, trying to give them a flavor of what it's like. Please describe the atmosphere for us right now. What does it feel like?
You know what? Like, Poetry Jam is always that kind of space. When it starts off, you kind of like, yo, what, this, how's this Poetry Jam going to be? Is it going to be? And inside us, we have this faith. But when we see all of these people come through, and obviously all you people at home tuning in, it's like, you know that feeling at the start that I was talking about, the tingly trapped nerve kind of feeling? It's still there, you know? Like, my shoulders are still like, It's the energy. You'll see me dropping spirit bombs outside afterwards. It's 10-10, absolutely 10-10. And it makes it all the more better when you got incredible characters like, Mr. Sipo right here.
All love.
It's absolutely a big blessing. It was a wicked way to start the show as well today, right?
Tell me about it, man. Like, that poetry, like, I was just saying as well to the people, them, like, it was the range of poetry that we had. Like, we had Mandem talking about what it's like in the ends. We had people telling us about love, all the way to channeling almost like stories from centuries ago about what it feels like being a human in today's world, you know what I mean? And summoning all of that just so you can shake up the whole planet, man. Like, it was crazy.
You know, the beautiful thing about, I feel like COVID almost has been of people kind of being, I don't say locked away, but being put in their own space. Everybody's, I feel like, been able to channel themselves and their inner poets.
Come on, yeah.
So that's listen, I think Amira should be popping up onto the
Listen,
mic.
right now, I'm going to let you go get a drink. I'm going to keep chatting to people here.
Thank you so much.
But yeah,
I'm gonna
take
see
it,
you
man.
guys on a hot mini money.
All right, Amira, to take up the mic. It's Amira, everyone. It's Amira. How you doing? You look incredible. Color coordination.
It's like a whole poem.
Oh my gosh, is that the hat? Wow. And is it your poem as well?
It's my poem, yeah.
Wow, look at that. Oh my goodness.
Her name's Hojo Hattery on Instagram.
Big her up.
The West Midlands. So.
Amazing. But how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm so excited. Genuinely, like, feels emotional.
Yeah.
Because it's been, 18 months, probably longer, that we haven't had this physical space, the ability even in the breaks to be able to walk up to people and go, how are you?
Yeah.
Like, it's just genuinely, like, heartwarming.
Amazing. Oh, thank you so much. And you've invited quite a few people yourself as well, haven't you? Because this is what it's been about, being able to actually have coffees again with people and be back in the space. There's other poets watching right now who maybe couldn't make it and are writing. Any thoughts or advice about how they can maybe capture this moment and actually make it into a poem or anything of the sort?
So the biggest piece of advice I'd say is everybody that said their social media handles, go and follow them.
Thank you, yeah.
And connect in that way, because the network of poets are incredible. And also, I started off with just doing poetry, and now I'm general manager at Beat Freaks.
Come on.
So you don't know who's
my boss.
You don't know who's going to different places, and to be able to connect and build relationships is the most powerful resource that we have.
Thank you so much, Amir. And I think that actually goes so far. I mean, we've known each other from 2012, if I'm not mistaken, 2011, 2012. And yeah, we've stayed connected. I've met so many people through Amira. And here we are now with more people coming up saying that this is their first time.
Exactly. Genuinely, when someone's like, it's my first time, I'm like, oh my God. It's like first time. And it's beautiful because it means that we're constantly nurturing. Like, we should be scared when people stop saying it's their first time.
Come on, yeah.
So the more people say it's their first time, the more happy I get, because I'm like, that's incredible, because it means poets are nurturing poets, and we're getting more come through, and people are getting more space on the mic, people are sharing their voice more, and that's what poetry means. That is what it is.
Nice. This is exactly what we're talking about. Amira, thank you so much. You've always got the vibes. You've always got the answers as well.
Thank you for telling me to keep it on.
Yeah, you know, I didn't know if it was the right way to go, but you just look incredible. One more question. Obviously, like, I know you, I mean, know, like, from where you've been as well. Are you writing any new poetry right now? People need to know. I know that you keep it polite. You don't need to, like, say anything else, but yeah, are you writing anything new at the moment?
I am developing my one-woman show.
Wow, do you know, I've got more questions. I'm happy to leave it there. But this is exactly what we're talking about, Amira. Thank you so much for everything you've given to our community. And enjoy the rest of the night as well.
Thank you, and thank you for being a brilliant host. Don't you think Sipo and Raza together on stage?
Stop it, Amir. Stop it. All right, thank you, Amir. All right, I'll take that mic. That's all good. All right, so thank you all, everybody. Hope you are enjoying the night. Hope you'll be speaking to all of these lovely guests. Make sure you stay tuned. Let us know what you think in all the comments. We are about to go back live. Grab a drink real quick if not. But anyway, let's get back to it. What do you think? Yeah, let's go.
poet, but as a human being, I genuinely think he's one of the most incredible people I have ever met. So please make as much noise as you can. We want everybody outside to hear this noise. We want the roof to be lifted with this noise. We want things to start falling apart. Make some noise for my guy, Sipo, ladies and gentlemen.
I might check 1 2 1 2. Sawubona. Ngiyakubonga. Ngiyakubona. Hello. Thank you. And I see you. I was raised on a certain kind of humor. My parents would run into my bedroom telling me, hey, when we chap. Excuse me. Hey, you are a tramp. Mom, that's not funny. Yeah, well, you can develop a sense of humor when in this house you bring money. But mommy, I'm only 13. Do you know what I did when I was 13? Climb mountains on my way to school. A-star student, never a fool. I didn't worry about being too cool. All I did was follow the rules. Yeah, please. My mother was a G. Literally, I step into my yard and I say, geez, this is the woman who raised me. Because you think any police officer or any person of authority could try to disintegrate my integrity? No way. I am birth of a different kind of tree, a family root so deep-rooted in the truth that I uproot myself and tell you straight, I'm Sipo, Eric Ndlovu. I speak my language in Ndebele, by the way, as if it is a weapon, no, a pen, no, a microphone. Something that can remind me about where I am even when I want to go home. See, it's a kind of navigation system, the language we use. Do you know that the brain works on language, on communication, and that even colloquialism, talking about the slang, microphone check, I'm talking about the slang that we engage with, the slang that we use, what that can do to our brain as we say hello or wagwan. Our brain exercises, because that's how it works, right? It has to then switch up its processes to make sure that the right words and the right vocabulary is coming through. So just in you being you and communicating in the way that you want to, you are exercising one of the most powerful assets that you have. So speak freely. Speak as you will, my G. In that email, I'm not gonna lie, write it out first and then you can correct it after. It's okay, it's fine. But speak as yourself. Let yourself be heard. Ask questions. And remember that home really can live at the tip of your tongue. So you can rewrite, you can re-speak, and you can build your home, yourself, and other people. So please be careful in the way you use it. Thank you.
Make some noise for Sipo!
And we are back after break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's so good to see y'all here. I'm gonna go for my American accent. You know my smooth.
Okay. Will Smith now. I'm hearing a Will Smith.
Yeah, but my Will Smith one. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I need to. All right, I'm gonna go for it. Anyway, y'all. So, this is a bad Will Smith, man.
All right, give us a Clint Eastwood. Give us cowboy vibes. I feel like you've got that.
I've got that in my back pocket, man.
There we go. We're talking about spit every now. Just spit to the side. There we go.
Me and my rodeo, we go out of town, you know what I'm saying? Me and my horse.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Yeehaw.
I've got a brand new combine harvest. That's Bristol shit, okay. Right, mate, so we're going to bring to you guys now the next artist. But before we do, just a quick run through of the rules again. It is definitely 1 point per person. It is definitely snaps and not claps. It is definitely good vibes.
Every time.
To rhyme with good vibes. Good vibes every time. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's bring through the next artist. Make some noise for Amber!
Yeah! Keep it going. Amber's on the way. Yeah, let's keep it going.
Keep it going.
Right
Keep
here.
it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah. This all for you, man.
colonizers write about the flowers they never put on our graves, after never paying for the gravest of mistakes. Lest we forget, for a long time, only applied to people who look like them, and they only started remembering the people who look like us. We don't need your flowers or the representation. Our people need to feel like people. We need compensation. I know I'm not British when people like me are either terrorized or colonized. But then I remember I'm British when I see all of us in the motherland trying to survive. Don't ask me to condemn every terrorist attack that I didn't do. Please start condemning everything you already did and are going to do. Why is it one rule for you and another rule for us? Why are we called terrorists when the biggest form of terrorism is war? War never solves anything, it just makes more people poor. My people deserve better than this. We deserve happiness after all of this. So please don't just think about you. Please start thinking about us. Because if it keeps carrying on, we might not be here to protest about it anymore.
Oh my goodness.
Me and Sipo literally stood there like we got shot in the chest with them first bars, you know.
That
was
first line.
Heavy. Yo, one more time, Amber. One more time for Amber. That was...
So powerful. Thank you so much for kicking us off that way. Did everybody have a good break, by the way? Yeah, listen, it was such a vibe. We had a chance to chat to some people back home right now who are just chilling, who are vibing. People are really made the most, you know. Like people are sitting by the parks, they're sitting in the garden, so we thought we'd bring it in. And I'm not gonna lie, when talking to the camera and then turning behind and being like, whoa, where am I right now? Because the vibe that you were all bringing, the atmosphere was so lit. So big up yourselves, just for showing up today, just for turning up, because honestly, tonight it's beautiful. It's just genuinely
absolutely.
beautiful.
Yo, round of applause for yourselves, you know. 100%.
Come on.
Yo, gangsters.
You all look good as well. My gosh, the steez.
You know what I'm saying?
The style. So good.
Oh my gosh. Stylish. Yo, Sipo, I'm gonna wipe the microphone.
All right, cool.
And I'm gonna do it with like I'm wiping a microphone in front of you. Like.
All right, then say no more. So let's get ready to hear our next performer. I don't know if any of you have sort of got anything in mind that you're expecting. I don't know if you're sort of trying to predict the kind of poem we've got coming up next. You're like, all right, cool, so we heard something quite deep, right? Like, okay, maybe we're gonna go somewhere happy, or maybe we're gonna go somewhere quite political. It gets really, really quite difficult to do that. So what we encourage you to do is just chill back and allow your expectations to sort of disappear. As we welcome to the stage our next artist, please give a round of applause to Sade. Yay, yay.
Keep the applause going, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the applause going. Yeah!
I'll take this off. Well, how do you do this then? Right, that's how you do it. Hello, Poetry Jam! Okay, so my name is Sade. Now, I really want to do a spoken word and a song, but time's limited, so I'm just going to do a song for you. All right, so let me just put my... Can someone take my phone? I know it looks like a heart. You'll take it off. Thank you, darling. Thank you, darling. All right, make sure my vagina's not hanging out. Okay. I'm ready. Pussy. It's just black pussy. Oh, warning. It's just black pussy. It's just black pussy. It's just Black Mother of mankind, and giving birth to our ancient ancestors. In Africa, your sacred remains we find, and gifted us your womb. And don't you think it's crazy that they tried to lie and say it wasn't us who built the tombs? Now call me a skeptic, I don't take psychedelics, but I think that the white man retold our history. He made the stories of black this undignified, slavery-filled mystery. What didn't he understand was that his great ancestral mother had a black pussy. And she had a black pussy. And she had a black pussy. And she had a black pussy. Dang, dang. And she had a black mother of mankind. And she's a survivor. And never giving up no matter how much society tries to hide her. Her genome carries secrets of a time before evolution. Before any other woman, she was the first. And before any other female, she was the only. Our great mother, who gave birth to one another, who triumphed in famine, reigned supreme in death. What can we learn from her strength? And it's just black pussy, dang, dang. And it's just black pussy, dang, dang. And it's strong black pussy, dang, dang. And it's just black pussy, dang, dang. And it's just black. Cool, never let them kill us, sparkle, black girl magic. And Serena simply reigns supreme, black girl magic. Oh, what do you know about our Tiffany Haddish? And Beyonce stands for beauty, black girl magic. Rihanna, she's finna be a billionaire, whilst Michelle remains astute. And that White House, it's got tough boots to fill. You ain't get this drill? Ask Prince Harry, let him tell you about that black pussy. He'll tell you about black pussy. Dang, dang. Black pussy. He'll tell you black pussy. Dang, dang. He'll tell you black pussy. Oh, what do you know? What do you know about that black pussy? Dang, dang. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, my boot did bust. But if you want my Instagram, it's blackcat.poetry. I do also have a book called Love Melancholy. Published it about 2 years ago. It's sold internationally. So if you want to check that out, just check it out. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, thank
No worries.
Oh no, my phone just fell on the floor.
There we go. Raza appropriately two-stepping. As you all should have been. Another round of applause for Sade, please. Big ups every time. We love Poetry Jam for its variation in subject matter and in its disciplinary format of sharing and expression. So thank you so much for bringing us the vibes today, Sade. Now, we're going to keep it going to make sure that, you know, we're giving people enough time to just settle, right? And just chill. And just be. How's that microphone looking? Is it all good?
Microphone clean, man.
It looks pristine.
You know what I'm saying? It's glistening. It's winking at me. Ooh, step it.
Okay. Is it ready for the? Yeah.
Definitely ready for the next artist. Let's bring on stage Rihanna.
Yeah.
Woo! Let's keep this applause going until they come to the microphone. Yeah, Rihanna.
This poem is called Welcome to Birmingham. Welcome to Birmingham, where song lyrics are chanted like quotes, where they're quoted more than the actual quote. The only antidote to sadness is through music. The only way through this is to stay silent, and being violent is the only way. Self-harm spells out the words that they're dying to say, where being okay is forced, but being sad is a trend, where suicide's a regular thought, and the will to live is a mission. A significant commission handed to us at birth, where walking through your teenage years is like walking through a battlefield without any armor, without a single weapon, and the lesson of survival still isn't learnt, where being lonely is burned into your brains, but being sane is for the lucky ones. If confidence isn't your first name, don't bother sharing it. You can have a friend when the sun is out because your shadow won't leave your side, where rumors and lies are passed around like zoots, where fruits are made into toxic juices to numb your pain and intoxicate your brain just to help you sleep at night. Welcome to Birmingham, where Snapchat is your national news, where people only do things for a set amount of views, where roadmen pick up clues faster than the police do, where very few of your friends are there for your support but gather at your downfall, where shameful jokes are told as a way to speak their mind, where having a creative mind isn't what they're looking for, but what exactly are they looking for? Trousers that sag 2 inches above their knees, or money that busts the pockets in their jeans, or girls that skin out in the winter, tighter clothes for the cold. The lack of circulation should keep them warmer at night, where knife crime is a losing game that needs to be put away, because the longer it takes, the more players are missing their turn to see the future. The longer it takes, the more surprise attacks and knocking players off their board, and it's a simple swing of their sword and it's over with, where their life doesn't have to be over with, but where we live, race will always be the bigger picture. The darker the painting, the lesser the views, the lighter it is, the more the clues, the younger they are, the deeper the blues, and the more soul put into singing it. Welcome to Birmingham, where roadworks last longer than relationships. Where relationships are no longer... Welcome to Birmingham, where roadworks last longer than relationships. Where relationships are no longer promises but broken vows, where education is an unpopular opinion, where failure is handed out like diplomas and PhDs, where letters of the alphabet are used to communicate, a bunch of SMHs but not enough B's and A's, all because they CBA to work for it. Here, laziness is an aspiration. So much determination for staying in bed. Welcome to mankind, where mankind don't appreciate the kindness of man. Where behind every strong man is a stronger woman. Where women scream for their rights and expect not to lose their voices. Where choices will always be influenced. Welcome to the world of color, welcome to the world where the color of your skin determines who you are and how far you'll go. There's not much more they need to know about you. But inside a blueberry is green. So not everything is exactly how it seems. Happy faces don't always mean happy souls. A healthy body doesn't always necessarily mean a strong backbone. Welcome to Birmingham, where single mothers are both the man of the house with a flame to every candle, where bad angles are perfect, scars are imperfect, but nobody's perfect without an imperfection. Self-love, no self-attention is all we need. Simple trust is all we seek, so believe what you know. And you don't know a single soul but your own. So spin the globe and place your finger where you want to go. Open and close the windows of emotion, draw the curtains of pain. There's always a sane way through this. Welcome to Birmingham, where song lyrics are chanted like quotes, where they're quoted more than the actual quote. The only antidote to sadness is through music. The only way through this is to stay silent, and being violent is the only way. Self-harm spells out the words that they're dying to say, where being okay is forced, where being sad is a trend, where suicide is a regular thought, and the will to live is a mission. A significant commission handed to us at birth, but here on this earth, all of this is life, and we have no choice but to live it because we're in it, and it all begins with us and how we decide to live it.
Yeah. Great honor, everybody. Round of applause, please. Oh my gosh. I think you are the only person who has made Birmingham roadworks and constructions sound like a metaphor. So it's okay that's incomplete because it's actually a metaphor for all of us who are a work in progress. I hear that.
Spin the globe, man. Spin the globe.
That was sick. Oh my gosh.
bringing over to you guys without further ado, just so we can keep the show flowing for you guys, is Scribings of an Insomniac.
Come on.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Yeah, Scribings of an Insomniac.
It's your fault. I'm so sorry. Okay, hi everyone. I'm going to take my glasses off so you can see me. Who should I focus on when I'm performing? Okay, this piece is called, oh sorry, do I introduce myself? Yes. My name is Kohinoor. I go by the stage name of Scribings of an Insomniac, because that's when I mostly write, when I can't sleep. This piece, if I can find it, is called Paper People, and it's dedicated to everyone who's ever felt othered or out of place or unseen. We see you, we're all paper people. Okay. Okay, yep. Paper ghosts in paper towns. Paper puppets smeared red paint, paper frowns. Paper kings sit on paper thrones, wearing paper crowns stolen from paper men they own. Paper ballots versus paper rights. Writing bills, amending rules in this paper fight. Paper wars, paper instructions, passed by paper bullies and stained paper tyrants. Paper announces, paper death mandates. When the looting starts, the shooting starts, leading to paper riots in paper towns of destruction. Paper prisons bring in paper currency. The prison industrial complex at the expense of paper men who didn't have paper green so couldn't pay for paper bailouts. Their voices are heard in the silent shouts. Paper service for paper people, paper oppression saying you deserve this. Paper soul smothered under paper boots and paper knees. Roll of paper is spreading hateful disease. Paper body, paper crushed, asphyxiating final paper words, I can't breathe. Paper shredders, guts out, spleen severed from paper cuts and metal scissors. Papered ink on newspapers, headlines read, tunes played by the paid piper. Paper kisses upon paper lip service, paper hearts torn apart. Cannon fodder like paper confetti, paper spray, paper bleeds. Papery thin, paper limb, paper bodies lie crumbled on the floor. On paper roads outside paper homes, paper caskets filled with paper boys. In decades to come, there will be paper tombs, paper catacombs litter the foundations of this paper city and paper world. Paper roots hold up paper trees, origami branches shrouded with paper leaves, shedding life of hopeful paper child, living in civilization yet still reduced to animal wild. Paper guns, empty paper bullets from paper mags, paper spray and paper eyes. Paper hands form paper blockades, paper riots protesting spineless oppressors. Paper kith and kin, united paper brethren. Unite against cardboard foes, together we fight paper wars. Paper is running out. Teacher, I need paper. Says paper babe with paper pencil in paper hand. Earnest look on paper face. What colors do you have today? Paper teacher looks back with paperless eyes. There is no more black paper left, she says. Rest in peace to all the people we've lost through police brutality and just hate crimes, and recently as well, like all the shite that happened, can I swear? That happened after the Euro and stuff like that. Like kindness, peace, love and light, everyone. Peace.
Another round of applause, please. Scribings of an Insomniac. Come on. My gosh.
Genuinely one of the hardest barists I actually know. Like, no kibbity cat.
Thank you so much. Peace, love, and prosperity all the way back to you as well, right? Right, we're sending all of that back because what you get, you got to give, you got to share it back. You know what? There's been so many good things that have come out of lockdown. I'm not going to lie, there have been. I came across your work during lockdown. Rihanna, I came across your work during lockdown. I feel like all of us, we probably would have seen many people's works during lockdown showing up every single month on Poetry Jam. And now you're here. Now you are here.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
I was not expecting that.
This is my new accent now. It's not. I'm not going to run with this. We're just going to introduce the next artist?
I think so. Get ready, innit? Anyway, let's introduce to the stage Ryan.
It's good. It's great seeing so many familiar faces, man, but somehow I still got mad social anxiety. But It's funny because I came here with a plan to do a different poem, but this one is it's more applicable. But I'm going to start with a little introduction. I pray you find peace in this piece I write. I pray you find your feet in your defeats in life. I pray even when you feel weak, you treat your people right, because it can be a chore laying between the sheets when you can't sleep at night. Not everyone around you will see your light. Not everyone around you will treat you right. And if people want to leave, let them take their flight, because remember, some people put down an item once they see the price. See, I'm that shy poet, mind going crazy as I try to recite, knowing I'm struggling, I'm stumbling over this mic, holding my saliva, and I'm trying to slow it down. Crack a joke, hold the crowd. Well, I've got 3 minutes and a handful of textbook waiting for a text back from my friend Beth that told me I'm a dope poet. I need to learn to accept that. She said, don't stress, Bab, and put down the pad if you can. And don't worry about stage presence. Make sure you speak your truth and you stay present. Punchlines are great sometimes, but the truth is if you shine a light upon it, it won't die. That's when I started to overcome my anxiety. There's nobody else in this world I'm trying to be. If you're looking for some hope, hope you find it in me, because performing on a stage ain't as fun as it seems. See, I'm trying to be an inspiration to the next generation. And if poetry's that route, I don't have no hesitation. I don't care how long it takes for the steps I'm taking, because I'm a little demonstration what you can do with a little preparation. Look, the stage isn't about who can recite the best from their mouth. It's about sharing your heart's desires and letting them out. It's about releasing the stress from your vowels, especially when pressure's about. And before I continue, I have just one question for now. Do you remember the first time you came to your first poetry event and had to clench all your doubts? Does anyone remember that? Yeah. And then your name gets called out and your friends in the crowd and you stand in front of strangers and you feel your spirit start to ascend from the ground. It's crazy, isn't it? People connecting with your pain and misery that you paint so vividly, only to see your pain turn into peace. That's poetry. That's what we do it for. That's our lives. Thank you very much.
One more time for Ryan, ladies and gentlemen. Mad. In light of the Euros, I'm going to try and do an Italian accent now when I try to bring... Okay, that went down really bad. Introducing next to the microphone, he's an incredible talent. You guys are definitely going to enjoy his words of wisdom.
You ready?
Devontae Donkley, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everyone. My name is Devontae, and my G. I didn't plan to perform, but I walked in and Mira basically told me I am. And I'm slightly scared of her, so, you know. So this piece I wrote, because usually my pieces aren't personal at all, but I decided to try and make it a bit more personal to me, and it was basically for those who, and anyone who can relate, who's ever had friends around you who turned out not to be friends. They're there because you can offer them something, not because they actually want to be there for you, if you know what I mean. So, this is it. What is a friend? What is a bond that never breaks no matter how far it bends? What is an outstretched hand always ready to lend? What is loyalty where death isn't the end? Imagery, imagination, the hidden myths of hieroglyphs in the contract of our statement. I guess loyalty has an expiration date. Because from a young age, I've seen the death of many promises made. So keep your friends close, but enemies closer. Because the closer they get, the harder it is to keep their composure. Hidden agendas always leak at the altar. So if you swear to God that you're real, a scandal never takes over. So I question what you meant when you said it. The only way gossip gets in between is if one of us let it. If you never said it, then where did they get it? Because secrets don't tell themselves, but that unfolds in the credits. What's done in the dark comes in the light. More like what manifests in your heart will take over your life. And jealousy's been a... Yeah, what's done in the dark comes to the light. More like what manifests in your heart will take over your life. And jealousy's been the thing that burns bright. So having my dad round means I'm your punching bag, right? But that ain't right, because you don't know what I've been through. What do you know about always needing a carer there with you and not being allowed to swim? And hearing all the places as a child that you wish you had been. Don't judge my life if you ain't live my story. Read past the blurb and you'll know why I give God the glory. Most friends I had were never there for me. I just thought you'd be different. I guess that was a fantasy for me. So dear friend, all I say is good riddance. You won with your deceit. You deserve a blue ribbon. But listen, you'll never stop me from winning. You just won't survive at the heights that I'm planning on living.
Come on, give it up for Devontae. Let's keep it going. Amazing. All right, so we're just gonna keep it flowing because I feel like we've got that energy. Devontae, you've really just like kept it going up. So can I please bring up to the stage Diary of a Poet? Give it up a round of applause. Let's keep it going, yes. Oh, is that the end? Yeah.
Hi, everyone. So the piece I'm going to do has been the hardest piece I've ever had to memorize. Yeah, it was really difficult. And it's a piece entitled Faith and Feelings. And yeah, sometimes your faith and your feelings can kind of clash, and that's what birthed this piece. Rest in peace to my sister who died this time last year, and I dedicate this piece to her. And my name is Diary of a Poet. This is Faith and Feelings. Spirit, lead me where my faith, Spirit, lead me where my trust is without borders. May I walk upon the waters, wherever it may take me, and take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. And my faith will be made stronger in the presence of my Savior. Dear God, you promised you'd never leave me nor forsake me, but you lied. Where were you when my sister couldn't breathe? Am I supposed to believe that you were there when she died? If so, then why didn't she survive? Why isn't she alive? You promised that you'd never leave our side. And she cried out to you, but you heartlessly ignored her cries, and so she desperately dialed 999. 999, I can't breathe. Someone come help me, please. But you knew. You knew the ambulance would take long to arrive. You knew. And so she silently searched for air whilst the ambulance stayed on the line. And it would have been okay if you were just running late, but you were still absent when the ambulance arrived. And now I have to live the rest of my life wondering why the God I love so much let me down so much. And how do I praise you the same? How do I kneel down and pray? Our relationship has changed. It will never be the same. Why would you do this? How could you do this? You are a God that's omnipresent, but you left her alone that night. And I just have one question. I want you to tell me why. She was a good person that didn't deserve this. She was a good person who loved you more than I did. How on earth will we cope? You know, she was a big part of our family. We never got to say goodbye. We had family plans the very next day, my dad's birthday. And now we're plagued with that memory every time that day comes around. And it's such a difficult place to be in because I love you so much. But you made my sister hurt, and I love her so much. Dear God, it's so difficult because the thing is, friends can send messages of hope. They can call me and come to my house and visit and try to uplift me and encourage me, but truth is, you're the only one who can help me get through this, yet I'm so angry with you. What do I do? So I just ask that in the midst of my distance from you, bring comfort, bring peace. Comfort me, please. And to my sister, I'm going to make you proud. I'm going to keep your name alive. I'll say it out loud. I'll say it with my chest. I'll say it with my mouth. Charlotte, I let you down in flesh. But I'm going to do my very best right now. And this regret is the debt I have to pay for the rest of my life. You've gone to a new home, but forever in my heart you will stay. And I look forward to that day that I see you in heaven. That's the only day that this pain will go away. So Lord, I call upon your name. I call upon your name and keep my eyes above the waves as these oceans rise. My soul will rest in your embrace, for I am yours, and you are mine. Thank you.
One more time for Diary of a Poet. Heavy. We've got 5 minutes left of Poetry Jam. So we're going to quickly bring through to you guys the next artist of the night. His name is, I've never met this person, so I don't know who they are. Bringing it to you guys, Karishma!
Yeah!
I'm really short, so it might be a bit lower. Hi, I'm Karishma. This is like my first time performing at Poetry Jam. But I wasn't really planning to perform, but I literally got told I'm going to perform. So I was like, okay, I switched my poem a few times. But little quick thing, like I started writing poetry about 5 years ago. I suffer with like depression, and I used it as an outlet when I used to like have really bad times. But now I've decided to share and hopefully help everyone else around and connect, hopefully. So, for this piece, I recommend to close your eyes, please. And the piece is called Euphoria. My thoughts take me to mad places, the crazy painted pictures, the feelings, the chills. I can almost feel the euphoria, the way it takes over my body, the way the hair stand up, the frenzy that takes over. These were the times, those late night drives, those steamy car sessions, the way the water in the shower trickled over us as we had those deep conversations. But when you realise it hurts so bad and nothing can ease the pain, sadness rolls down my cheeks. And as I wipe them away, I see deja vu, the tears, the scars, my mind playing games. Like the ones that hurt my heart, like a drug, like the first time. The way it took over, my thoughts muddled, the images blurred. This euphoria is real and one that never goes away. Thank you.
Give it up, give it up. Yes. Thank you so much. Such a serene, form of expression there. Yeah, are we going to keep it going? Let's just keep the round of applause going. And coming up to the stage next is Mr. Auden Allen.
Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going!
Hi. This one. Okay. Yo. Okay. Hi. Hello. I'm Mr. Allen, and I don't play with words. Fractal of the universe, I'm all about nature, I vibe with the bees and birds. Shaman warrior, totem wolf, ain't got time for the sheep in herds. Highly protected by my ancestors, can't harm me with a spell or curse. Birds of a feather flock together, eagles fly alone. I'm in a lane of my own, king in my kingdom, can't sit in my throne. Deep meditation, Shaolin monk in the Himalayan mountains, I'm in my zone. When you hear it's an intergalactic, infinite flow coming out of the tone. I'm like Super Saiyan Goku when I get up in my meds. Kamehameha. Man, don't push me over the edge. Absorb spiritual energy, spirit bomb hangs over my head. Freezer, he tried to destroy the world, attempted mass murder, ended up dead. Life after death, death after life with the infinity stone in my third eye. Like when Stark took Jarvis and his synthetic code and gave Vision new life. I got a bag full of crystal stones, let me see Thanos get his hands on those. Call me a righteous Akuma. Hatsatsuken, I got the Hadouken flow. I manifest best in between wake and sleep. I'm careful with who I spend time with, cause I'm the company I keep. Diet is hearing, speaking, seeing, feeling, not just the things you eat. Unload unneeded energy, take shoes off and meet the earth with feet. Spiritual warfare veteran, black, dark matter made with melanin. Fearless blood runs with the adrenaline. One of a kind, can't clone this specimen. Deep breathing, that be the medicine. In dark, I bring the light, I'm Edison. Auric field is my exoskeleton. Masculine mind, man, I mix with the feminine. Bruce Lee said flow like water, I flow like H2O. When I'm deep up in her sacral, she feel the high vibration up in her soul. Explore the universe in a portal. It's much more than a wet hole. It's the door to my earth, the place of my birth, the place that I call my home. Prepare your mind for hypnosis. Hear the result of focus, this one's chosen. I'm in the icebox Sub-Zero, think twice before you end up frozen. I know this, I know I got a beast inside, don't let me unfold this. It's hopeless, cause when it comes out there's no time for jokes and showbiz. I'm pro-business, kids, so don't misinterpret. I ain't Polish. This ain't COVID. They've tried and tested, but there's no diagnosis. Cool and calm in the icebox. Why? Because I am the coldest. Young in the physical, but the spirit inside is one of the oldest. Ain't come here to play, though. Earth, not clay, though. So you can't bend or mold this. Fractal of the universe. I'm a piece, I'm a seed. I carry the wholeness. Rebirth, regeneration, reincarnation. Open flower like lotus. Genesis. I've been here from the start. You can check the Akashic folders. Time traveler, traveling time. Time's an illusion orchestrated deep in the mind. I'm fantasy and reality combined and entwined. Connected, never detached. If everything's me, then nothing is mine. So I started loving, respecting me. Because I know that everything I see and hear is reflecting me. And the infinite part of my soul is there guiding and directing me. Infinite flow. There's no deflecting me. Universe, one whole, one being, multiple parts. One journey starts where it ends where it starts. Man, I don't follow nobody because I am somebody, I follow my heart. We're all painting brushstrokes flowing in life, creating this art. Feeling whole, feeling at home, on my way home. The body's a vehicle, physical structure, I'm made for the soul. If you don't treat it right and maintain it, it will take its toll. Projecting heat from the inner solar when the world's so cold. Listen, left eye, right eye, that ain't got nothing to do with sight. What's hidden in darkness, trust me, is bound to come out in light. Never be a slave, because freedom's my birthright. So I'ma be a free spirit till I regrow my wings and I take that flight. When the wind blows, I spread my wings and glide my feathers. Eat McKenna's, cleanse my system, drink my senna. Growing my locks, why? Because I need my antenna. So when it rains, I never need my umbrella. So let it rain through your eyes. If there's a window to your soul, I see the pain through your blinds. Condensation makes the water come inside. Don't suppress it, let it ride. We make oceans, we make rivers when we cry. So let it rain through your eyes. If there's a window to your soul, I see the pain through your blinds. Condensation makes the water come inside. Don't suppress it, let it ride. We make oceans, we make rivers when we cry. Thank you.
One more time for Audit! Right, so, not only has that got me going super mad.
My gosh.
But the space is so beautiful.
Yeah?
B Music is such a bad man slash woman slash...
Yeah.
All that they've allowed us and blessed us with a bit more time. Just because they think...
a little bit.
Just they obviously think that Poetry Jam is sick. I think that Poetry Jam is sick.
I mean, I think Poetry Jam is sick.
Y'all think Poetry Jam is sick.
I like.
So it's only right that we get the extra little bit of time,
Come
right?
on.
Gassing, I'm like, you gotta do it.
No, listen, that is the effect that all of you can have. Mr. Auden Allen, thank you for your poetry. Believe it or not, he made a song that impacted my life so much when I was 13 years old. And he's still about right now. I mean, I'm not 13 now. But this is the impact that can genuinely occur. Please keep doing you, because you have absolutely no idea how you can impact someone today. So to everybody who's just shared, just thank you again. But guess what? We've got a few more poets coming up as well.
Are you guys excited for the few more poets coming up to the stage? I said, are you excited for the few more poets coming up to the stage?
You got flow, Razzie. You got flow.
Introducing, without any further ado, Fahima!
Yeah!
Keep it going till she comes to the microphone!
Sorry, give me 1 second. I didn't even load this up yet. Okay. Firstly, I just want to say I didn't really know I was going to do this. It was the guy with the friendly eyes over there that was like, go ahead and do it. So thank you. This is the first time I've done an open mic kind of thing. So, the poem I'm going to read is one. I know that you guys were kind of hyped over the last person. I forgot where he is. That was amazing. I'm going to bring it down a lot more. The poem I'm going to read out is one about when I lost someone very dear to me. It's called Why I Don't Write About You Anymore. The last time I watered your plants was 3 years from April. It's not like I never had the chance, I just hated the months of peril. Desolation would unpack itself, leave me hollow, hurt and hollow, with ghostly numbness settling in myself, along with the sharp memories that follows, its way into my dreams. Turning my nights into hell, I'd stay up till the sunbeams, reach my window to meet the shell, to meet the empty vessel, the body, the colorless, incomplete baggage that pretends to live and feel happy, when in truth, she's far too damaged. How does 8 years feel like it's just been a day? I'm sorry I can't compose myself enough to write a loving poem while my heart's in disarray. I don't know how to tell you I love you now, that I know you're never going to hear it. I don't want to write about you anymore if I can't feel your praise and brown eyes proudly lit. Thank you very much.
Oh, hi, man, everybody. Round of applause, please.
I can't lie, I'm actually I'm proper jealous that you guys are genuinely able to articulate the feelings that you have like that, like so incredibly well. Like, and I'm there, I break down, like no cap, like that level of honesty, and then to perform it like this, like, yo, tops off to everybody that's shared from the heart today, man. Like, yo.
Yeah, no, just thank you so much. I mean, just everybody, just take a second as well, if you feel comfortable and if you want to, just have a look outside, man. The sun is setting. We are amongst this right now, and you are creating such a moment for us all right now. I also want to big up the staff here who are bringing everybody drinks. Just give them a round of applause, please, because we see you. We see you.
We see you, shining.
Ninjas sneaking about. Is this your coffee? Okay, this yours. All right, cool. Listen, we big you up every single time.
Come through like wizardry. That looks sick to me from here. I don't know how it looks to you guys. It look cool, yeah. Mazzelina. Well, we've got.
Listen, it's gonna be sick on the live stream. I'm gonna be sick on the live stream.
Look at this. Mom, look what I can do. Well, we're gonna bring to you guys somebody even cooler to the microphone now.
Come on.
Make some noise for the one, the only Harry Alimo.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Like this is alright. Shout out to the unpaid workers. All right, so the next poem I'm going to do is Leon's signature poem. So I memorized it, and I've done it for all my open mic nights. So it's like a lantern or a torch that I'm bringing back to the city to spread some of that warmth. And it goes like this. Half-drunken slobs and filled with self-pity fights. See, wine bottle wisdom guides us through these city nights. The pretty types, wild with the bad boys, as nice guys wallow through their beer. An old eccentric on his own holding the bar observes the madness through his sneer. A single woman in her 50s, but no more than 20 in her mind, shakes in a bullet-dodging fashion as if for her tonight's designed. A young man of 24 is sober. He's preparing for his next fight. He's a boxer with a release for his aggression. He's the calmest one around us, the most chilled out one in sight. Former womanizer broods because he's finally broken-hearted. Broke his rule and fell in love. Now he's back where he started, and a married man grabs a bloke by the collar just for flirting with his missus. It calms down after 5 minutes, then it's back to hugs and kisses and a pseudo-intellectual ramble's philosophy. He's Aristotle with a bottle. Babbles louder than the music, stream of consciousness full throttle. And the indie lads are quite keen in the tight jeans, hoping to find fiends to fulfill the hipster dreams, whilst a drag queen takes a drag from a cigarette. A mad crack addict with a passion for ballet stops in front of them in pirouettes. A group of wannabe thugs in the corner, they just nod their heads to the beat. All of them went to private school, but they want you to think they're street. And whilst all this is going on, the poet just sits and feeds, digesting from the narratives to fulfill artistic needs, to tell stories of betrayal, of ecstasy and bliss, that hard not punch, the sweetest kiss. Stories heavenly, stories foul. He howls them so you know the flow is strong. So sit back and listen as the poet lets you know what is going on. Thank you.
Another round of applause for Harry, please. Wow. Thank you so much. Performing a poem on behalf of a very, 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 very dear friend of Poetry Jam. So just thank you for bringing that back, and that message it means a lot to the rest of us. Another round of applause, please. For if you come to Poetry Jam, if there's one thing I can promise you is that, yes, your name might be forgotten. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes your name might be forgotten. Sometimes people might mispronounce your name. But you yourself, your spirit, and everything that we can recognize you by, it will never be forgotten. So thank you for showing up, and please keep on coming through. It's setting out there, the sun is, but it's never going to set in here, okay? Now, bringing up to the stage, it's my brother. You've seen him all evening. An incredible artist, an incredible entertainer, just an incredible human being. A genuine person also. I'm really, really excited to invite to the stage someone who you all know, you've all seen, and he has his incredible accents, I think. But now you can really hear him speak. Bring it up to the stage, Raza. Round of applause, please.
So I can stand in front of you and chat shit all day, but when it comes to this, I'm like, okay. So this is called Birmingham. I hate knowing where I'm going. Right, we got this. Come on, Raz. Don't be. Right, cool. I hate knowing where I'm going, because then I'd know the route. I'd rather look at clouds on unknown trains, and that's the truth. That's when your thoughts are skitsy, when the sky is looking pretty, when the skyline is so fizzy, really gets me in the mood. Pen, pad, flow when I'm unlocking the notes, reliving a memory where everything was jokes. Sitting in a circle, participants for tokes. When you're back home in your bed and you think it's all a hoax, poof. Oh, what's going on with your studies, Buster? Questions filling in from my folks. You need to focus, get rid of all this hocus pocus, it's all in the sun. You need to remember Icarus and how he wanted to have fun, pretty much took the bullet and loaded it in a gun. Oh, we just want what's best for you, son. So I run. Laces top back and I sprint. Smiles start evolving from the glitter of a grin. Homie, wanna travel, hit the door knock, never. Travel with your faith, homie, things will get better. Pack some food in your backpack, hold the sleeves of your sweater. For sure, the weather will get wetter. Get more spontaneous with the cheese, not the feta. Tell your room you love it, handwritten via letter. Yeah, we're not lines and teachers, but that doesn't mean our education is under threat or that we're learning any lesser. Look, you're growing up. Appreciate it. No more what ifs, you need to leave the basics. No more this, that's the others. You got an issue, you got to eyeline the basis. Cement your foundation, your world is mighty spacious. Your mind is a source of creativity. Run with it, tie up your Nike blazers. Be bowling like the Lakers, the wolf amongst the shakers. We are the dream chasers. You see, the last of us have nurtured us for us to be the first of us. We need to shake it up so the next of us can easily learn from us, come. Take a look a little closer. It's about to get deeper. We're an evolutionary process. It's about to get steeper. See, we can be skeptics and challenge or take a back seat and manage to stay coasting through life and remain in the sleeper. I say we bond that. Let's overthrow this rigged rebellion. Pick up your pen, family, build a fort like pavilion. Send them to the bull's ring, we'll take them in the millions. The revolution starts in Birmingham. We hold it down. We don't run from nothing, homie. We own the crown. We flew up the ladder to rooftops, we're loud. Allen Rock to Cove Road, rooftops, we're loud. Sturchley to Shirley, rooftops, we're loud. Digbeth, you heard me, coaches about. Go, send out the news from city to city. 0121, don't need to look pretty. Royalty in the battlefield, always leaves with scars. Birmingham's got plenty, but at least we've got heart. Poof. Oh, what's going on with your studies, Buster? But I enjoy, I can understand. You need to focus on your studies. Forgot the rest of my bars. Remember Icarus wanted to run up to the stars and gun loaded with a bullet and messed up his flat on his ass. We just want what's best for you, son. So I run. Thank you.
Round of applause for Raza, please. I gotta give you one of these. Big up, Raza. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. That was.
How was that?
I'm sweating from everywhere.
Yeah, but now you know how everybody else is feeling today, innit?
I rate you guys so much, man. I've performed poetry in such a long time, and this is lovely, man. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to do that, man.
100%, right? Everybody just set in such a comfortable setting, and we've come to that point of the evening as well, where we give you back your evening, actually. But just before we do that, we've got a whole bunch of thank yous, and we might include you in that as well, but definitely just want to help us with these thank yous as well. A big thank you to B Music and Symphony Hall.
Thank you very much, B Music and Symphony Hall.
You heard from Chris right at the beginning with the introduction, so big up, Chris.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Listen, an incredible amount of work went into putting all of this. So just want to big up people who are behind the scenes. You've got Shay right at the back there. You've
Hold
got
tight,
to big him
Shay.
up. On the microphone, on the decks. You've got Paul. Come on now, Paul.
Hold tight, Paul Stringer.
Come on now. We've got Ben as well. You can't see him. He's
Big
right
up
at
Ben
the
in the
back.
background.
Bigging up the live stream, right? I want to big up Tom also.
Hold tight, Tom with the swanky shorts.
Shouts out to Jamie on marketing doing her thing.
Big up
She's
Jamie
about,
right
big up,
there
big
with
up
the
every
heart, yes, we
time. You know, Amira's been about the scene as well.
Hold
bigging
tight,
up.
Amira.
Will's been supporting as well. Big
Will's
up
been
Will.
fantastic, yeah.
Thank you. And we've got so many more people coming up. Please thank Raza.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank the one and only Sipo.
Come on. And thanks to you too. And now there's just a chance for you to get involved as well. I'm going to give you just a few seconds to think, right? And you have an option now. You can say someone's name. You can say something's name. But we're now going to give you the opportunity to thank someone. And we're going to thank that person or that thing or that aspect all together. And you're going to shout it out or you're going to think it in your mind. You're going to think it in your heart. It's up to you. Hope I've given you a little chance. Think about that person. Think about that group. It's all up to you. And I'm going to count down now from 5 all the way to 1, and you're going to say that person's name, or you're just going to think it, and we're all going to thank that person with a big round of applause. Is that clear? Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who are you thanking? Who are you thanking? Think about the person. Thank that
you,
person.
Sipo.
Thank you, Raza.
Yeah, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Raza's mom as well. Big up Momsy every time.
Hold tight, Mumsy. See you with the doll at home. I guess that's it.
Raza, that's it, you know.
Yo, that was an adventure. An absolute adventure. You guys chat to each other, mingle, talk to different artists, talk to someone you haven't spoken to ever in your life, talk to someone you haven't spoken to today specifically, talk to people you have spoken to, just talk to each other, man. Just do it.
And let us know how you found it. How you found it tonight as well. Stay on the hashtag Poetry Jam. Follow at Beat Freaks if you haven't yet. Follow each other. Everyone on YouTube, on the live stream, thank you for joining us today. But everybody enjoy your evenings. All right, we'll chat to you real soon. Big ups.